Hey, today I want to ask you about an English slang word. Well, it's really not a slang word, but it used so much that I consider it a slang word. So an English slang word. It's the word introvert. That's what's next on today's episode of Social English Snacks. Let's get started.
皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。 Are you ready, Percy? Let's go!
Hey, Hikari, thank you once again for that awesome introduction. Hello, everyone. Minasan. This is the Social English Podcast. Percy here, and we have another Social English Snacks edition. The Social English Podcast is here to help you learn a little social English every single day. In these Social English Snacks episodes, we take an English word or an English phrase that's slang used right now that you might not get from your Kiowa classes or something like that, and we teach you what it is. So let me ask you one more time, do you know what an introvert is? I'll let you know right after my friend here, Cole, says the setup and tells you about it in Japanese.
今日はクイズをしましょう。この単語を英語で理解できるかどうかをテストする準備はできていますか？今日、私たちは別の、これはどういう意味ですか？エピソード。今日、私たちは現代の本物の話し言葉の英語で使われている単語やフレーズを教えます。エピソードの終わりまで聞いてください。あなたは今日あなたが学んだことに驚くでしょう。始めましょ
う。Okay, so again, this is a very good social English word or phrase, a slang word that we use, introvert. Introvert is a person who enjoys being alone, enjoys not having a lot of people around them. In fact, my daughter is an introvert. She does not like to play around, to play with many children. I was an introvert a little bit in high school, just a little bit. But an introvert, again, is someone who doesn't like to be around people. They like to be alone or by themselves. Okay? So here's an example. Here's a sample for you. Sample sentence. Hey, Joe, what are you doing today? Well, I thought I'd go just hang out here at the apartment. Why? Don't you want to go to the party? No, I'm not going to the party. I guess I'm just too much of an introvert. Okay. So in that example, Joe is telling, or the friend of Joe is telling him that he does not want to go to this party because he is an introvert and he cannot talk to people. He does not like talking to people, really. He likes to be by himself. So he does not, he just does not want to talk to many people. So that's okay. That's what he wants to do, and that's totally fine. Okay, here are some more examples of an introvert. Please listen.
Friend group really dwindles down. Your social life becomes like quieter and quieter and quieter, especially if you're an introvert like me and you don't really feel like texting people all the time or going out every weekend.
Now, I might be an introvert, but I don't have a problem with public speaking. That's part of my job now. I took the class because it would be an easy A, and I needed a communications credit for my... Inconsistent. For example, if David is at a giant party, then he's an introvert. True. If he's with his small team at work, then he's an extrovert. Also true. So I'm inconsistent, but consistently so. And these if-then signatures may be part of...
How do I sell if I'm an introvert? And I always say, if you're an introvert, you're actually in a better position because silence is as effective a selling tool as just talking. And I use it on stage all the time when people are just talking nonstop. Sometimes if I'm in the middle of a lot and I'm talking.
I have my days. Some days I'm an introvert and some days I'm an extrovert. But I'm not talking about going into a conversation and taking over and dominating.
For me as an introvert, what's scary is feeling that everybody's looking at me. That's a horrible feeling. But if I'm curious about the audience, if I'm thinking...
Okay, there you have it. That is what it means to be an introvert, okay? So that's our social English slang word for today, introvert, and I hope you have a chance to practice using introvert. Do you have a friend that's an introvert? Maybe you can talk to them or talk about them with another friend. And this way you can practice using this new word that you learned today. Okay, that's going to be it for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. Please rate and review us on your favorite platform for podcasts. Also, please leave me a message at Twitter or even our Facebook group. See you in the next episode. Peace and love.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.